Yahweh spoke to Moshe how to discern the Thara'at, what we call leprosy, from other kinds of skin conditions, and also gave the law of the plague of Thara'at in a garment of woolen or linen, either in the warp or the woof, or anything of skin, to pronounce it clean or to pronounce it unclean. Vayikra, Leviticus chapter 14. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying,
This shall be the law of the leper in the day of his cleansing. He shall be brought to the priest, and the priest shall go forth out of the camp, and the priest shall look, and behold, if the plague of leprosy be healed in the leper, then shall the priest command to take for him that is to be cleansed 2 living clean birds, and cedar wood, and scarlet, and hyssop. And the priest shall command to kill one of the birds in an earthen vessel over running water. As for the living bird, he shall take it, and the cedar wood, and the scarlet, and the hyssop, and shall dip them and the living bird in the blood of the bird that was killed over the running water. And he shall sprinkle upon him that is to be cleansed from the leprosy 7 times, and shall pronounce him clean, and shall let go the living bird into the open field. And he that is to be cleansed shall wash his clothes, and shave off all his hair, and bathe himself in water, and he shall be clean. And after that he shall come into the camp, but shall dwell outside his tent 7 days. And it shall be on the 7th day that he shall shave all the hair off his head, and his beard, and his eyebrows. Even all his hair he shall shave off, and he shall wash his clothes, and he shall bathe his flesh in water, and he shall be clean. And on the 8th day he shall take 2 he-lambs without blemish, and 1 ewe-lamb a year old without blemish, and 3/10 parts of a ephah of fine flour for a grain offering, mingled with oil, and 1 log of oil. And the priest that cleanseth him shall set the man that is to be cleansed and those things before Yahweh at the door of the tent of appointment. And the priest shall take 1 of the he-lambs and offer him for a culpability offering, and the log of oil, and wave them for a wave offering before Yahweh. And he shall kill the he-lamb in the place where they kill the sin offering and the ascending offering, in the place of the sanctuary. For as the sin offering is the priest's, so is the culpability offering. It is a holy thing of holy things. And the priest shall take of the blood of the culpability offering, and the priest shall put it upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot. And the priest shall take of the log of oil, and pour it into the palm of his own left hand. And the priest shall dip his right finger in the oil that is in his left hand, and shall sprinkle of the oil with his finger 7 times before Yahweh. And of the rest of the oil that is in his hand shall the priest put upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot, upon the blood of the culpability offering. And the rest of the oil that is in the priest's hand he shall put upon the head of him that is to be cleansed, and the priest shall make atonement for him before Yahweh. And the priest shall offer the sin offering, and make atonement for him that is to be cleansed, because of his uncleanness. And afterward he shall kill the ascending offering. And the priest shall offer the ascending offering and the grain offering upon the altar, and the priest shall make atonement for him, and he shall be clean. And if he be poor and cannot get so much, then he shall take one he-lamb for a culpability offering to be waived, to make atonement for him, and 1/10 part of a ephah of fine flour mingled with oil for a grain offering, and a log of oil. And 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, such as he is able to get. And the one shall be a sin offering, and the other an ascending offering. And on the 8th day he shall bring them for his cleansing to the priest, to the door of the tent of appointment before Yahweh. And the priest shall take the lamb of the culpability offering and the log of oil, and the priest shall wave them for a wave offering before Yahweh. And he shall kill the lamb of the culpability offering, and the priest shall take of the blood of the culpability offering, and put it upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot. And the priest shall pour of the oil into the palm of his own left hand, and the priest shall sprinkle with his right finger some of the oil that is in his left hand 7 times before Yahweh. And the priest shall put of the oil that is in his hand upon the tip of the right ear of him that is to be cleansed, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot, upon the place of the blood of the culpability offering. And the rest of the oil that is in the priest's hand he shall put upon the head of him that is to be cleansed, to make atonement for him before Yahweh. And he shall offer one of the turtle doves, or one of the young pigeons, such as he is able to get, even such as he is able to get, the one for a sin offering, and the other for an ascending offering, with the grain offering. And the priest shall make atonement for him that is to be cleansed before Yahweh. This is the law of him in whom is the plague of leprosy, who is not able to get that which pertaineth to his cleansing.
And Yahweh spoke to Moshe and to Aaron, saying,
When ye are come into the land of Canaan, which I give to you for a possession, and I put the plague of leprosy in a house of the land of your possession, then he that owneth the house shall come and tell the priest, saying, There seemeth to me to be as it were a plague in the house. And the priest shall command that they empty the house before the priest goeth in to see the plague, that all that is in the house be not made unclean. And afterward the priest shall go in to see the house. And he shall look on the plague, and behold, if the plague be in the walls of the house with hollow streaks, greenish or reddish, and the appearance thereof be lower than the wall, then the priest shall go out of the house to the door of the house, and shut up the house 7 days. And the priest shall come again the 7th day, and shall look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the walls of the house, Then the priest shall command that they take out the stones in which the plague is, and cast them into an unclean place without the city, and he shall cause the house to be scraped within round about, and they shall pour out the mortar that they scrape off without the city into an unclean place. And they shall take other stones, and put them in the place of those stones. And he shall take other mortar, and shall plaster the house. And if the plague come again, and break out in the house, after when he hath taken out the stones, and after he hath scraped the house, and after it is plastered, then the priest shall come in and look, and behold, if the plague be spread in the house, it is a fretting leprosy in the house, it is unclean, and he shall break down the house, the stones of it, and the timber thereof, and all the mortar of the house, and he shall carry them forth out of the city into an unclean place. Moreover, he that goeth into the house all the while that it is shut up shall be unclean until the even. And he that lieth in the house shall wash his clothes, and he that eateth in the house shall wash his clothes. And if the priest shall come in and look, and behold, the plague hath not spread in the house, after the house was plastered, then the priest shall pronounce the house clean, because the plague is healed. And he shall take to cleanse the house 2 birds, and cedar wood, and scarlet, and hyssop. And he shall kill one of the birds in an earthen vessel over running water. And he shall take the cedar wood, and the hyssop, and the scarlet, and the living bird, and dip them in the blood of the slain bird, and in the running water, and sprinkle the house 7 times. And he shall cleanse the house with the blood of the bird, and with the running water, and with the living bird, and with the cedar wood, and with the hyssop, and with the scarlet. But he shall let go the living bird out of the city into the open field. So shall he make atonement for the house, and it shall be clean.
This is the law for all manner of plague of leprosy, and for a scall, and for the leprosy of a garment, and for a house, and for a rising, and for a scab, and for a bright spot, to teach when it is unclean, and when it is clean. This is the law of leprosy.